Hello everyone and welcome to Authentic Now Yoga, the online yoga studio for anybody and everybody. My name is Jody Pinile and today we're going to do a full class in the chair because I love chair yoga. I think it's wonderful for anybody who has limited mobility. I think it's wonderful for anybody who has full mobility but has to spend a lot of time in a chair. And it's wonderful for anybody because it gives you a new experience with your yoga practice and your body. So before we get started, if you are, well, depending on your vertical situation, you might need a little extra lift underneath your feet so that your feet don't swing under your chair and you can anchor yourself. But I also we're going to use these blocks throughout our practice. So if you have blocks like this, or if you have just like a big fat book or maybe a box, a sturdy box, this would be a great time to pause and go get those. Nice. Okay, let's start with our meditation piece, the piece that brings us more connected to our bodies and to the moment. So just feel your sit bones in contact with your chair. Do you feel, are you balanced right and left, forward, back? Nice. And then you can lengthen your spine from there. Yeah, just gently reaching it up towards the ceiling. And then check in with your legs, your feet. Do your feet feel heavy on the mat? Nice. And then I'll be quiet for a little while. So just spend some time with yourself. Maybe you're just going to focus simply on your breath. Maybe you're going to notice what it's like to be you in your body right now. A little before snapshot. Take a little bit more time to notice if there's any places of holding tension that you want to release. Sometimes it's in the weirdest places. My left toes were a little clenched. Nice. And then a few more full breath cycles, really feeling that breath cascading down to your feet, filling you up to the crown of your head. Nice. And whenever you're ready, you can open your eyes. So we'll do a little bit of warming up. We're just going to start with a cat and cow. And I want to just invite you to use your chair as a little extra leverage to get some more length as we're moving into the cat and cow position. First though, let's just roll over those sit bones. Tilt that pelvis front and back. Yes, nice. And then we're going to move ourselves into a cat position. So we're going to tuck that tailbone. Really use that engagement to tuck that under there. And then open up that lower back. Start rounding, moving up, bringing yourself and your head and your chin forward. Nice. And then reverse. So we're going to stick that tailbone out. Roll over towards the pubic bone. Lift the front, open the chest, the collarbones. Lift the chin. Nice. And then take yourself through a couple more rounds and notice if you can use that little extra leverage in the chair to lengthen, deepen. Yeah, we're just waking things up. Beautiful. Whenever you're ready, we'll just meet back at a neutral position. I'm going to turn sideways so my feet don't stick out in front of you or in front of me towards you. So we're going to just reach the arms and legs out. And then we're going to keep a tall spine, a tall engaged spine here. If it doesn't work to reach both out, you can just take one at a time. But we're going to first curl in the fingers and toes. Maybe you need to just keep the feet on the mat. That works too. And then let's flex and extend the wrists and the ankles. And then let's tuck the thumbs in and we will internally rotate the fists and the feet. Try and keep that motion right to the ankles and wrists as opposed to including more of your body parts in there. And then reverse directions. Nice. And release. Then let's just slide down into a forward fold. So depending on your ability, maybe it's a little tiny bit, maybe it's all the way down. Let's take a few breaths here, letting things lengthen, letting things let go. And then let's take one hand underneath our face. Lengthen that arm, take the opposite hand back to the sacrum, lengthen the spine, and then we'll just spiral. So if it doesn't work to have your hand on the mat, you can take your block, your book, you can even take your hand to the chair. Nice. And all we're doing is just lengthening the spine and opening up to the side. Reach that shoulder away from the opposite shoulder. Beautiful. And then switch sides. So take your opposite hand down to the mat or the block or the chair. Opposite hand goes to the sacrum. Lengthen the spine and spiral. Nice. Let's bring it back. We'll walk ourselves up. So I'm sitting facing the side of my chair because I'm going to do a little twist here. So first I want to anchor my sit bones and square up my hips and keep my knees in alignment. And then, nice and tall, all I'm going to do is grab the back of my chair and support myself in deepening a spiral. Things to notice: am I vertically aligned in my spine? Am I breathing? Are my shoulders down away from my ears? Are my hips squared? No. Yes. Lovely. All right, inhale tall, come on out. Let's just swing those legs over to the other side. Really ground, anchor, grow first before we move into that spiral. Hugging that center line. Yes. Inhale tall, come on out. All right, let's just do one more thing before we get up. I think we have time. So we're going to hug in one knee. And if you can get the foot to the chair, lovely, get your foot to the chair and extend the opposite. If you cannot, hover that foot or set it on the block. Just use that angle, that tension between the hands and the knees to help you lengthen your spine, and then just extend that other leg. Right out from the lane of the hip, toes pointed towards the ceiling. Nice, and then we'll switch sides. Unclench your jaw and take the shoulders away from the ears. Nice. Really feel all the engagement that's happening in this upper body, in this extended leg. Let's do one more time. Just with that in mind, make this a whole body pose. Life in every inch of it. Yes, there we go. Okay, let's release. Come on out. So we're going to do a couple standing poses using our chair. You can have your blocks handy. So let's find a wide-legged stance with our feet parallel. Just feel yourself grounding into that stance. It does not have to be this wide if that doesn't work for your body and you don't feel comfortable or safe. A shallower stance works just as well. Okay, so with these feet parallel, these legs grounded, this upper body in alignment, we're going to reach the arms out. Yeah, wide in the collarbones. Beautiful. Feel that tall spine. Feel those engaged legs. You can stay here. This is a great pose. But we're going to work on a triangle pose. So if you want to, bring those right toes towards that wall. Bring the left toes forward a little bit. Take your left hand to your hip. Take your right hand, just reach it forward. Get that length in your spine and take it to the chair. If the chair is too low and you find your upper body coming forward, then take your block to the chair. This is a two-dimensional pose, so keep your shoulders in the same plane. Yes, nice. You can keep this hand on the hip. You can reach it up. See if you can get it in line with the lower arm. Yes, feel whatever you're feeling. Feel some engagement, some opening, some softening maybe. Beautiful. I'm going to look down at my hand. I'm going to bring myself out, and I'm just going to step to the other side. Feet parallel first. Get that alignment, opening, engagement all set up first. Before the toes turn, before the hand comes to the hip. And then we'll reach out, remembering 2 dimensions. I'm not going this way, and I'm not trying to go deeper at the sake of my alignment. Yes. Hand to the chair or to the block. Yeah, if you have your hand on your chair, push down. Open up that shoulder. Yes, lengthen the spine. Ground the legs. So much to do here. You want to reach up the arm, reach up the arm. Yes. All right, let's look down at the foot. Come on out. We're going to come back to the first side. Okay, so we're going to take that foot to the mat. Up, maybe line up the ankle, depending on the width of your chair. You might need to adjust this, but the ankle with that leg, the right foot with the left leg of the chair. Take your right hand to the opposite corner. Yeah, I think that's going to be right. Because what I want is for a nice long upper body here. Okay, and so this might be what you work on. You're balancing on this leg, you're opening up the side body. This is a good place to stay. If you want to continue on though, we're going to lift up that left leg. See if you can get it parallel to the mat. Toes are pointed forward, hips are in alignment, stacking. Yes. Now the shoulders are stacking. This hand is pushing down, opening up that shoulder, engaging that right shoulder. Yes. If you want to reach up with that left arm, reach up with that left arm. If not, just keep it on your hip or wrap it around the back. Yes, this left leg is extending towards that opposite wall. The crown is extending towards the other wall. Nice. Yeah, wherever you can find some extension, some engagement, some breath. Beautiful. All right, let's come on out. right, I think I have to move my chair. So the left ankle-ish to the right leg of the chair, left hand to the corner of the chair, the opposite corner, right hand to the hip, and then we'll just start. This is a half moon pose, lifting up that leg. I can use that chair a little bit for support with that leg, the standing leg. Nice, and then you're just gonna find your journey to your pose. Ideally, we've got the hips and the shoulders facing forward. That standing leg is really rooted into the ground. You can bend it slightly if that works better for you. Yeah. Grow that supporting arm. Grow the leg, grow the upper body. Reach with the arm if you choose, but you do not have to do anything. Yay. Good job. Just wanted to say that. Beautiful. All right, gently, mindfully bring yourself back out. All right, let's just do a little standing forward fold using our chair for support. Bring your hands to the back of the chair. Find your feet underneath your hips. And just lengthen. So as opposed to collapsing down towards the mat, just move the hips and the hands away from each other as you find that nice long line all the way from the pelvis to the wrists. Yeah, one more breath. Where is it catching? Lovely. Okay, we can't really do a chair class without working on our chair pose. So I shouldn't say working on our chair pose without perfecting our chair. No, that's not good either. Without playing with our chair pose. So find your feet on the mat. Find your seat on the mat. The feet are hip width apart. Just gonna lengthen my spine and really start to engage this upper body. Lift my arms over my head. This is a great practice for chair pose. Push the feet down into the mat. Really feel that engagement. Yeah, arms can be out front if it's too extreme overhead. Get the shoulders down. So this is chair pose 1, version 1. If you're feeling good and you want to lift, chair pose version 2. Arms up above or out front. Grounding the feet, feeling the support of the legs, tucking the tailbone under a little bit. Feel this engagement here. Nice, and let's just sit back down. Okay, let's just visit that one more time. Set yourself up. Feel this is engaged, tall, reaching up with the crown of the head. Get those shoulders down away from the ears. Really ground those feet into the mat. So even though I'm not even going anywhere right now, I'm working my body. I'm practicing all of these little elements of yoga. Breathing, lengthening, engaging, being present. Nice. We don't have to go into the full pose to experience the pose. All right, if the arms want to come up, reach the arms, find your alignment here. If you want to lift, lift. Yes, arm position as you choose. Nice, everybody. All right, let's sit back down. Okay, got a few more things in store for you, working on strengthening our back muscles. So we're gonna lay on the chair with our belly. So if your chair is not cushioned, as mine is not, you might want to lay something like a blanket on top. So I am on this chair so that my lower belly is on the chair and my pubic bone is not on the edge of the chair. My hands are underneath my shoulders. And then I'm just lifting my legs. So set the shoulders on the back. Nice. Reach those legs out. You can point the toes here. This is a great place to stay. Another possibility is reach one arm out to the side, reach one arm out forward. If you don't have a wall there. Another possibility is we reach both arms out, both arms forward. And then one more possibility when we're in that fully extended pose is that we just lift a little bit more. All right, let's come on back out. Just wiggle, release. Get yourself ready. Get those hands ready underneath the shoulders. Lift those legs, reach them out. Give yourself whatever sort of lengthening support you need here. This is a great place to stop. And then do what you want with your arms if you want to extend them out to the side or forward. And then if you feel like you've got a little lift in there, lift. Nice. Let's come on back out and we'll do one more round. Hands under the shoulders, legs just reaching back from the hips, toes pointed. Nice. Lengthening the upper body. Feel all that engagement. Nice. Take the arms out if you choose. Lift if you've got it. Nice. Come on back out. And just slide down. Bring the knees down. Just let that slump, if that works, on the chair. If not, just come off into a child's pose. Let that lower back soften, round. Okay, let us come onto our backs with our legs on the chair. Depending on how your chair is cut, you might not be able to put both knees up there or push both legs into the edge of the chair because that will make your hips not square. I'm finding that out right now. So I'm just gonna back off a little bit, square up my hips. Nice. Just take a few breaths here. Relax, soften. Let's take our hands behind our head. Just nice and easy clasp. And you can stay here. Or if you would like, just tilt that pelvis a little bit, bringing the lower back down towards the mat, which is engaging the belly. Nice. And then you can just do a few crunches here. You can bring it straight up, keeping this engagement, or you can bring opposite elbow towards opposite knee. Mix it up. Nice. Okay, from here, we're going to release our arms, bring them by your sides or out to the side. That's an option too. And then I'm going to just take that left knee, bring it towards the chest, and then extend that leg up towards the ceiling. Bring it in towards the chest, put it back on the chair. Bring the opposite knee towards the chest. Let that heel lead that extension up towards the ceiling. Bring it in towards the chest, and bring it back down. All right, with both arms reaching out, palms towards the ceiling. Nice tall spine. Just bring one arm up and then all the way over to the other one. Get a little upper body twist. You can keep the shoulder down on the mat. You can lift yourself higher for a deeper twist. You choose. Really reach as you're coming up towards the ceiling. Reach as you move that hand to meet the other one. Nice. Okay, so I have one more thing that I want to do from this position. But I want to move my chair so that the back of it does not impede the movement of my legs, which it was going to. All right, I'm on my back. Let's put the arms in cactus pose. Feel that lower back sink down into the mat. Nice. And with a little engagement in my left leg, I'm just gonna shift that right leg off the mat and open it to the side. And just sort of play with that, see where you can find some opening. So it's requiring strength and it's requiring opening. And then strength to bring it back up. Opposite side comes down and open. Just trying to keep the knees in the same angle that they were. Nice. Take yourself through a couple more times. What do you notice? I'm noticing my lower belly needs to be engaged. Keep my back safe. Nice. All right. Wrap that up. So we have one more thing to do here, and I'm going to push my chair up against the wall so that it doesn't slide away from me. It's a supported shoulder stand. So I'm going to find that original position. My legs are up on the chair. I'm lying on my back. This is a great place to stay. Could spend a little time here breathing. But if you want to work into a shoulder stand, take your arms by your sides, tuck those the shoulder blades under. Nice. Then I'm going to take one foot to the edge of the chair. Take the other foot to the edge of the chair. Lift my hips. You can stay here. You can put your hands underneath. Move those elbows towards each other if that's what's happening. Nice. And if this is too extreme on your neck, another beautiful little support is to take a blanket underneath your back. The shoulders will line right up against that edge of the blanket, and that will give your neck a little extra space. Yeah, there we go. We'll take ourselves back into that position. Once you're up, if you can move those elbows a little bit closer to each other, tuck those shoulder blades under more. Keep the knees in alignment with the hips. Ground open, soften, breathe. Stay here for another 5 breath cycles if that works. If not, just bring yourself back out the same way you went in. Soften the face. Nice. All right. Whenever you're ready, just bring yourself back out. And you can experience your final meditation in this position, or you can come all the way down into your Shavasana on the mat. We're just going to find relaxation here. So we're just going to allow our body to soften in whatever position we're in. The job here is to do nothing, to completely let go. Eyes closed if that's comfortable. As your mind starts to drift, just bring it back to awareness of your body or your breath. Nice. Allow those next few breath cycles to really fill up your being. And you can start to introduce some movement, wiggling, keeping it gentle, making your way over onto your side. And just take a few breath cycles here, really sink into gravity. Nice, and then let's work our way up. So finding your seated position on the mat or coming to your chair. Closing your eyes if that feels comfortable, just taking a few last moments of deliberate inward connection. What is it like to be in your body now? Is there anything that you notice that you'd like to take with you into your day or maybe celebrate? Nice. And then one more full breath cycle into your whole being. Beautiful. And whenever you're ready, you can open your eyes. Namaste. Yay. I'm so glad that you came and practiced with me today. I love good chair class. I love that you are here for it. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to subscribe, please hit the subscribe button. If you have any questions or comments, I would love to see those, answer those, respond to those in the section below. Otherwise, have a wonderful day.